welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Desperados and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champions and the champions of the NFC. After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, you're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They'll look to throw. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has got it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Without question. Something you never want to see, especially, and remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now, faking the give. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. A pickup there of 28 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Slot receiver, headed right. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still second down.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. He's going nowhere. losing yardage on that play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now a timeout for injury. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
This is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Desperados. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Putting the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Still 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Motion man set right. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. They'll send their tight end left. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
Tight end going in motion here. Off play action. They are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected. They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
The Dragons punt team unit comes out. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Desperados offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. The Desperados out and ready to punt it away. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Dragons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. keep this drive alive.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll stick with him again. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. They send the tight end in motion. Oh, he just does beat the play clock. Oh, he coughs up the football. The defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed. that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Desperados and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to the podium now to award a well-earned Lombardi trophy to this worthy franchise. The best in the NFL, champions of the Super Bowl. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.